Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're currently looking at our grain pickup location that we put in last episode with, which city is that? Wangaratta there in the background. The reason we're looking here is that it's completely overflowing. If we look at our actual grain production, it's 1200. The rate of this line, only 800. And if we look at our trucks, they kind of arrive and then leave almost at the same time. Now, we can come in here and manage our vehicles, because in the very last episode, we got these new trucks. So this guy has a slightly higher capacity than the old one, a higher top speed. If we look at our loading speed 5 times and 4 times, we may be able to just eke out a little bit more performance on this shipping line. This is saying 988. We'll just have to keep an eye on it to make sure that we can actually shift all of this grain. Otherwise, we're going to need to put in a second shipping line just to spread the capacity across both. But we'll see how that goes. We'll come back to it in a minute. We're also coming over here to look at our timber. These are just not managing at all. So we're going to do a similar thing, except this time there's specific trucks for timber. So we're going to replace those. So again, they'll be faster, but they also have more capacity now. So that we'll see how that goes with shipping these, this timber here. Over here at the ship port, it looks like it's a lot. It's not really. We're not having a problem. And over here at our grain, it looks like we've got a lot of grain. And we're starting to lose some of our grain. Now there's a lot of trains on there. Are they just all like not spaced well? I'm not quite sure what their deal is. Let's just look at one of them. So in terms of our, yes, it was still limited to 120 kilometer cargo, and we're at max length. None of these really gonna do much better. I think we're just gonna have to leave it for now and hope that it gets sorted out later. And similarly over here, we've got loads of timber and steel coming up here to be put in made into machines and sent back. Now this one, I am actually going to split these, and by that I mean split taking materials and bringing goods back. And that's just because of how goods will require a different truck type to both the steel and the timber. So let's set up that other line first. Maybe we'll just put like a little shortcut in here. We'll put a drop-off point there. And then over here, we also don't want these dropping off where we're going to be picking up our goods from. So maybe over on this side, we want to do something similar if we can. Yeah, let's go like that. Don't need a traffic light there. We'll put a drop-off point there. So now we can add our new truck route in and then modify the existing one. So this will be a new truck route, and this is... I'm not even sure where we are. Where are we? I want to add a station. Mittagong. Mittagong machines to ship. We do. Machines are a grey type colour, so let's make this a grey type colour. They pick up from here and they drop off over there. And what they do... Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with all of that. Oh, pardon me. We do need to get a truck on there, though. Now, because it's just goods, just machines, we can use these tarpaulin trucks, which are more focused on that type of activity. And now we can modify this other line. I'm going to say manage line. I'm going to tell them to stop there and then take out that middle point. And we're not getting any steel up here. But we can now replace all of these trucks with specific type of truck they need. So there is some steel on the way. A lot of these are empty. Here's our new machine truck coming back. Let's just speed this up a minute until we get some steel dropped off. Where is he? Over here? Let's follow him through the tunnel. Going around the corner, around the corner. Oop. Caught by the autosave. So we're now getting machines produced again, which means we haven't broken our supply line, which is always a nice thing. Now our output here is 600. This has a rate of 135. Let's make it 6 trucks, just to give us a little bit of headroom. And this is our new machine trucks. Come in, pick up some stuff, and then they're on their way again. So we've got that working a little bit better. Over here, we're just going to leave these old trucks. They seem to be managing fine. Everything up there was managing fine. A new farm, wonderful. Then we can come and look in here and just check. These guys are still getting through all of their grain fine, all of the plastic fine. We don't need to mess with anything there just yet. So we're going to leave all of that and come back to where we started initially, which was over here. And we can see we're still not keeping up with the grain. We've just got trucks queued up here, so we will need to split this into two lines, unfortunately. Now this other line is going to be just drop off. So this one, manage line. Oh, they weren't taking anything. Okay, fair enough. We still can't fit another one in, another platform in here anyway, even if we wanted to. Buildings, truck stop. Let's put you up there. Come back over here and get this operational. We'll copy that and label this green line 1. We'll create a second one, green line 2. Oh, we haven't added a platform here for it yet. We definitely need one of those. Let's make the platforms a little bit longer as well. We can't have big buildings on the end. Small buildings. That'll do. That'll give us more storage capacity there at least. Let's come back in here. We'll make this a dark yellow. We'll go from there on the other platform to here. So that should go well now. We're gonna again say the same thing. Wait for a full load for maybe 60 seconds. That'll do. Now, this has got a few too many trucks on it. So let's take this down to 20 and move them onto green line 2. Those other ones. We'll go darker yellow. And we won't fully load up the other green line just yet. With trucks, we'll let them kind of normalize out between the two. But they'll get themselves sorted out soon enough. Now another thing you can see here is the game has added roads into our main roundabout road, and our trucks are using it. We don't want that at all, so we're going to tell the game that we own this road. You can't add things into it, and that part there. Because we don't want its traffic lights that it randomly adds in. And that should keep our trucks on our main thoroughfares. It's going down a little bit. The second line not being utilized much, but it'll get there. Okay. And that was the end of all of the initial issues that we had to deal with. We still don't have any bigger, like, what are they called? This type of truck, I don't think. Let's just check. Replace. Yeah, there's, like, the big trucks don't have that, so we're just gonna have to stick with these guys for now. Wonderful, just wonderful. Now, we did notice that there's a lot of traffic here. We're going to deal with that another time. Not dealing with traffic today. Traffic is a future episode problem. Look at this. Where are you all driving to? They're all driving to Horsham. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any public transport from here to Horsham. And by pretty sure, I mean definitely sure. But look at all these cars down here, driving back. I don't know, we'll work out something later, not now. What we're going to do now is add in some public transport around these two new towns we started delivering to, or Wangaratta and Cobram. They're not connected yet, so they're not going to drive to another city. But around their own city, we can definitely help them out. Now we want to come in here into buildings, into bus stops. If we take in this view, green is our houses, blue is our commercial and yellow is our industry areas. So maybe we can put a bus stop. I can't see how much area it's covering. Well, you kind of can, it's just hard to see. So maybe we'll put a bus stop there. And there. Then one over here and over here. We want them on the opposite side of the road as well. I can't have one there. Oh, we just get one up there then. Got one there and there. We also need access up here. So let's maybe go up the end of the street there. And at the end of this street over here. Now, do we need a bus stop in the middle here? Possibly. Let's put one in. Okay, let's get out of that view. Let's come back in here. I'm gonna say bus line. Wangaratta. Rather than saying north, south, east, west, I'm just gonna use like labels. So residential to commercial, clockwise. Just show me the things I can see, please. We're gonna go... let's make this one blue, because it's going to commercial. And clockwise is gonna be this loop. What? This doesn't make any sense. We're going from there to there to there. Oh, because that's only one side of the road. Sure. Let's actually put that bus stop on the other side of the road, just around the corner. Manage line. We'll tell it to stop there. There, please. Thank you. Now we want the same thing for the counterclockwise. We'll go a slightly darker blue. And we're going here to here. Not that one this time. This one, and this one. Wonderful. And now we need to get our residential hooked up with our industry. Residential to industry. Industry is normally a yellow. But we're going to go orange because we use yellow for food. So we'll go there, there, there. Let's stop here on the way back. That looks good to me. And then we want the counterclockwise version. We'll go slightly darker orange. The same stops in the opposite order. Done. Now we just want to make sure that we've got appropriate roads around the city for all of these. I'm going to upgrade, yes, with bus lanes. Upgrade all of these. And the other loop was around here. Oops, we didn't need to do that one. Now they've got a big road to nowhere. And that one there. Nice. Now we'll get rid of all of the traffic lights that the game has added in. None of which we actually want. Okay, we've got all of those. Now let's just get some buses on there. Passenger vehicle. Let's go with this big bus. Loads fast, big capacity. A bit louder. Not a lot. Let's go with 4 to start with. And 4 because we've got 4 lines. We had a light blue on the light blue line. A bit darker blue on the darker blue line. A light orange on the light orange line. Darker orange on the darker orange line. So now we should start to see some people getting around here using our public transport. We do need more than 1 bus on each of them though. So we're going to increase it to 3. Initially. See how it goes. Now we've got this other chemical plant we're being told is being abandoned. That is this. Wait, which one is it? It's this one over here. Okay, let's just pause a minute then. Now, our oil is here. Our production is up, but we need more demand. Now, primarily our demand at the moment is fuel down here. And it hasn't got enough demand to push it up a level. So we could send oil over there. By plane, possibly. I'd prefer to not use planes though, because I like everything oil being done by trains. Now we don't have much more, much space in here left to do anything. We'd have to take out these buildings and whatnot. So these would have to come down here. They would stay on these left 2 tracks. Then come around here. But need to jump all the way over to this side. And then we're just going to be messing up our... And this is a terminal anyway. So going around there doesn't seem the best for getting oil to here. We could... We don't want to mess up this oil either. So we'd need to add another set of tracks alongside there. Come past that station. Well, no, actually, we could just get them to bring oil back to here, drop it off, and then have a new platform take it to there. But then we need to get the plastic out to somewhere. Now, the places that need plastic is just the plastic factory that we're already using that is running short on steel. Let's give this guy bigger trucks. We're going to add... Where's a truck depot around here? Here's one. We're going to add some of these as... No, we're not. We're just going to split the line. Alright. Let's go in here. Let's put another unload stop there. Let's make this 2-lane. We can. Not possible. Just because I don't want them queued up behind each other. Well, we're paused. Let's just delete these then. We'll re-add this 2-lane in. It doesn't need a bus lane specifically. Okay, so let's do that. One-way street can't have stops or waypoints on both sides. Okay, well that's annoying. So these have got themselves sorted out again now. This green line, we want to manage and tell it to stop here instead. And they're still going to use the same side of the road, which is super annoying. Because we can't add a waypoint in there. Can't have stops or waypoints on both sides of the road. I wonder if we can get the game to add in a couple more nodes in here. We do this maybe. It won't let me delete those two. I guess they're here forever. But on the way out, after you've dropped off, we say go through those waypoints. Why can't you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Do you need like more space from the building if we put it back here? That's crazy that it can't like... Alright, this is futile. Trying to get this to do what we want. So we're just going to do it like this. We'll make our own drop-off areas. There we go. So now they're all there, all connected, doing their thing. We can press play again. And they'll sort themselves out up here. But we do need to help this steel out, which is pink line. Now I'm going to name this, rename this to plastic. Create a new line in here and name it steel. Steel is a bluey type color. We're also going to say from there, it's going to, well, it won't go out there. It will, however, drop off here at the same depot, and we don't need to tell it to go out there either. Let's tell it full load here. Okay, and then at our truck depot, let's get some of these boys. Whoops, we want to color them, I don't know which blue we picked, onto that steel line. Unable to find a path to stop. Whoops. Even though there's a truck depot there, we can't use it for here. We need this truck depot. We could have just added in a bit of road, but I really don't want them connected by road. Steel. And then here, we want this to manage the line until it don't load steel. So that all our steel gets put out on the other platform. Now we've still got machines here. So I do think we probably want a few more trucks on there. And then we'll see how this is going. Hopefully this steel starts to get more here. But we had it paused before because of this guy up here. Just re-pause it. And let's start getting some... what's it called? Some oil delivered up this end. I think we might go this kind of angle. Give ourselves a bit of space off the road. No. Don't delete the whole thing. This is where we want to come in here to delete these buildings. And then, can we get a big boy building in there? We can. Now you're connected to there, that's good. Let's get ourselves some track in here. Just a little bit to give ourselves dual carriageway. Then we're connecting to there. Okay, configure. We want to add a new platform down this side. And then we have to get over there. Maybe we'll do it like this. Can I get a... that I'll have to do. Just do that and then connect in there like so. Now, let's see how we can get to there without too much excavation work. What if we just be completely silly and go just connect it up? What is it gonna do? It's gonna put a massive bridge over this. I don't think that's necessarily what we want it to do. But it's given us a kind of trajectory we can follow. So let's just say keep this all level. We'll even go through the tunnel there. This bridge, I'm okay with a little bridge here. But not a giant bridge across this entire valley. So let's just connect these two up. And then we'll use our... It's not going to give us very much in the way of... bridging stuff. Or not bridging it for that matter. Let's go there. And then we can come to here. Too much slope. How on earth is that too much slope? Alright. Let's back this up a bit then. Maybe all the way back to there. That'll do. Okay, we'll say yes to that. Connect up the other side of our track as well. Maybe we'll stop here. And then get this next guy. We'll get it to snap there. And then one more probably. Snap at the end. Now that looks super ugly. So let's smooth this out a bit to make it look slightly less ugly. We really should pay more attention to the aesthetics of what we're doing and not just like smash things through the countryside and accept they'll be fine. And we need to get a train onto this. The issue we've got is that our train yard is here with an exit this way. We might do. This is partly just for visuals and partly just to let us get this train onto the track. So we'll connect those there. And back here, we're going to have a second train building. Try and snug them up as close as we can to each other. And then this just connects across. How far across does that one go? Just one? This one can go just one as well. We want a two-way signal here. And after this, we'll want a one-way signal. So that will let us get trains onto this section of the map. Now, we do want auto signaling. How long are these platforms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's increase this to 450. And then we'll start auto signaling from out here. So it's the last one it put in. Let's go back. Then we'll just tweak a couple in there right at the end. And the same at this end. Just a couple here. Nice. Alright, so now we've got that rail line in. We're not doing anything with the plastic yet. We'll worry about that later. We need a new line. This will be from here to here. And this is going to be a rail line. It will be Horsham oil to plastic. Horsham oil to plastic. Let's go... let's go this color. Yeah, that kind of works. Done. And we need to get a train on there. So we just need to be careful when we buying new trains now that we actually pick the right depot to send it out of. We want cargo. We want to add these all the way up to 300 and... I think 361 is too much. Let's just do that. We went this grey and we're putting it onto none of those lines. Horsham oil to plastic. And let's press play. And we may need to adjust some of these. No, so they're set that they can do anything they want here in Wangaratta. Look, immediately it's picked up demand. This is going to level up. That's exactly what we wanted. And there's a little bit of oil going over there. Let's just speed this up so it goes a bit faster. Well, look, this guy has to wait for this other one to... leave. We don't have a lot of oil there, but it's a little. Two. It's 2 oil being sent back. And this guy's through the station there. Now we can come and watch over here as a train in a moment drops off some of this oil. This guy was just picking up. Next one should drop off. Oh, it could be either of these actually. Ooh, could be either of those actually. That's dropping it off for this one. There we go. We've got a little bit. Now this train up here. Let's go on board. We can be the conductor. He's pulling into the station here. Stop. Nothing to do. Then we're going to turn around in a second. I hope. We turn it around, bud. We made the train too long for this station here. Let's go back to 316 then. Turn around. You're just broken. Let's get rid of a few more then. Are you good now? Play. There we go. Okay. Now we'll come back in here. Add this back up to only 316. Didn't realize that this one wasn't quite as big. Okay, now we'll jump back in the train. We don't really want to see inside of the conductor's head. This is the new track that we just put in. Some nice views through the countryside. The view of the mine over there isn't great, but it's something. Gee, that's a steep transition. Maybe we'll have to look at that in a future episode. I'm gonna pull in here. Look at, there's a little bit of oil there for us to pick up. Stop down here. 50. Wow, 55. We collected more than I expected. Now we're on our way back to the plastic factory. Us just sending some plastic there will be enough to keep it in business for a little while. Yeah, that's really a steep jump there. You only kind of notice it in this view. But we are going to leave it there for today. Thank you very much everyone for stopping by. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. The tree's ghosting there. If you have, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll catch you all next time when we try and figure out if we can do something with this plastic. There we go. If we look here, no longer shutting down. Nothing to do with it, but no longer shutting down. Thank you very much everyone. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.